how does a pianist go from this to this? In just 19 years. It takes practice. According to Albert Franz from the website keynotes.com, a young child needs to practice 15 to 20 minutes each day. When they are teenagers, that goes up to at least 30 minutes a day. But how does one get their child to practice? There are three main methods to get a child to practice. There are incentives, there is punishment, and there is making it fun. We'll start with the first of incentives. The first incentive I know is if you practice every day for the set amount of time, I will pay you whatever it is for practicing. Yes, that does work. The second incentive would be to, if you practice every day for a month or whatever the time you say, I will get you a new video game. I will get you the toy that you want. I will get you anything that you really do want. The third method that I found with my son that worked the best was to change the setting of where he was doing the practicing. At first, it would be we'd go to his grandma's house and he could practice there instead of at home. That worked really well. Then, as he got older and grandma's house wasn't as exciting, we would go over to the church and he would practice on the piano at the church. His practicing would improve when he was in a different place. The second main method is to punish the child. The first one is yelling and screaming and forcing the child to sit at the piano and do their practice. That doesn't work as well because, yes, they are sitting at the piano practicing, but they are definitely not practicing well. With a punishment, you can take away their favorite toy, video games, whatever is near and dear to them. That does work, but there again, you have the grumpy child sitting at the piano bench. Or you could ground them. They can't go out and go to play with their friends. They can't go and do what they feel they need to do. But there again, you have the grumpy child syndrome of not being able to do it. And so, grounding, it's a method, but I did not find grounding worked. The third main method is to make piano practice fun. The first way is to make it a game. Make it so find specific notes when they're younger, or make it a game. Another method that we did was we would have a short 5-10 minute practice, and then he could watch a video or play a little bit of his video game for the same amount of time and go back to his practicing and back and forth. With doing that, he was able to practice better during the time he was playing. A third method is to create challenges. Practicepedia author Philip Johnson says, don't ask your kids to practice. They won't know what to do. Instead, give them bite-sized challenges to complete, such as working out fingering, gradually playing a section faster, or even playing one hand from memory. And having a challenge does work. It makes your child more willing to practice that section because they're trying to get that challenge right. Finally, the three methods, incentives, punishment, and fun, all are different ways to get your child to practice. But in the end, no one method of getting your child to practice works for everyone. I found that out with my son, who is an organ performance major right now, that there has to be the desire to play.